While work smarter, not harder is my life motto, I have been in love with all of the pre-styled wigs on the market. Today, I think I found my absolute favorite, and this one comes courtesy of Alipearl. They sent over this pre-braided straight 13x4 lace front wig. As you guys can see, the tresses are nice and silky, full, long, and they pre-braided this wig for us to give us a nice finished look. With prom season and all of the formal events coming up, this one sure is perfect. Even if you're just like me and you're an everyday girl, why not get a little bit of oomph straight out the box? So jumping right into it, this is the packaging, and you guys know I love the gold glam. This brushed gold is absolutely gorgeous for their packaging. Inside, you did get some goodies, which I'll show in just a moment. Here is one of the packages, and it came with those pre-styled strips, and they're like adhesive, and then some colorful rubber bands that you can switch out in your wig. Here is the star of the show, and this is the wig we're going to be wearing today. As I mentioned, we are going for a pre-styled look. They pre-braided the wig, and they also gave us some nice pre-styled baby hair. Not to mention, this is a nice full silky straight long wig, so it definitely gives your ba boom. If you're going to prom or some kind of formal event, this is amazing. Vacation, this is amazing. Here I am, a stay-at-home mom, and this one still is perfect for me. This is a look at the inside construction of the cap, including the back. They did give us the adjustable elastic band. This one also is a pre-everything wig, so the pre-cut lace, it is pre-bleached knots, it's pre-plucked, and again, it's pre-styled. So you literally have to do minimal work at all. This is what she looks like on, and look at that lace. She's beautiful, girls. I cannot gush over this one enough. So here I am just deciding what I wanted to do. They did give us these rubber bands. They were like cute pink and I think blue. I wanted to go ahead and switch the rubber bands out, but I thought, okay, let's just keep it classy and keep the rubber bands I already had inside. So I am going to start the install process. Step one for me is just going to cut off any excess lace around the ear. Now it fits my head like a glove. This is one of those things that helps you to make your wig fit super comfortable and custom to your head. That way it actually fits your head perfect. So if you are or you have a bigger head than me, you may not have to cut off any excess lace around the ears. And then if your head is smaller or just different shape than mine, you may have to even cut off even more. This is simple and easy, and you just don't think about it too much. Just cut around the ear and you are good to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and bond her down, and I don't want a glue install. I want the freedom to be able to take her off whenever I want, and also not to damage my hairline. So I'm going to use an extra hold hairspray, and this one comes from Bedeck, and I do get her from Target. Of course, I have it in the description box. I like to apply a generous amount directly to my skin, put the wig on top, and just press it in. Once I get it in, if I feel like I need a little bit more, I'll spray a little bit on top. But I do prefer to apply that product mainly underneath the lace, just because I feel like you get a cleaner install. Now I'm going to put on the Alipearl melt belt and blow dry on a cool setting until I feel like it's nice and dry. Even if you want to let it air dry, that blow dryer really is going to give you a nice melt. Now that it's exactly how I want it, I'm going to go ahead and just play with the baby hair they provided. And here I'm just making sure that I cut off enough of that ear tab to make it perfect. Also, I realized I did not bond the edges down whenever I put the melt belt on, so I'm just going back to do that. And I am going to pull out some hair. So even though I cut out those ear flaps, I'm showing you that you can still use the lace and the hair right there to go in and make a baby hair. And this is going to be better because on the days that you don't want baby hair, you'll be able to kind of like tuck that behind the ear perfectly, and it'll be like nothing happens. And this will make for a minimal, like an easy install, if you will. And especially when it's coming to like the hotter months coming up, ear tabs typically tend to lift a lot faster. So if you're out and about, nightclubs, concerts, just travel in general, you won't have to worry about those ear tabs lifting because we cut them off, but you can still get the sideburn look. So now I'm going to go ahead and just play with the sideburns as well as that baby hair and get it exactly how I like it. I like the fact that they formed it already for you, so you really already are good to go, because a lot of the times people, even if you can style your hair, don't know how to do baby hair, and it's subtle enough that it's not screaming like too much, and it still gives a nice classy vibe. And I am using my edge control from Bedeck, beauty.com, which is nice and affordable, and of course it's in the description box. If I did not mention, this was a 22-inch ready to go pre-braided straight 13x4 lace front wig. Of course, you guys know I got you covered. Any additional details are in the description box. There are two densities. I believe you can get this one as an 180% or a 250. And here I'm just taking my wax stick paired with the electric hot comb. You really didn't need to do this step. You'll see here that it didn't make a huge huge difference. But again, I'm extra and I like to make sure that everything is perfect. So I wanted to make sure everything was flat and laid down. And again, you definitely can skip this step because honestly, it was already done for me. Then I'm going to go in with my lace tint of choice. And this is a Ruby Kisses Mineral Powder Foundation, and just buffing it in generously along the entire hairline. Also working some around those sideburns. This is just going to give the illusion that it's a lot more clean, airbrushed, flawless, and skin-like. Now I'm liking the way that looks. I'm going to go into the parting with a different powder, and this is a Maybelline powder. In the last couple of videos, I've noticed that this one does give off a little bit of a red hue on camera lately. I'm not sure if it's because I'm not using HD wig caps anymore or what it is, but I will adjust using this because I always want to make sure I look super flawless and laid. Now that everything is how I like it, I'm just going to put the melt belt back on for a little bit because even when the install is snatched and perfect, I always feel like the melt belt just always elevates and turns it up a notch. So here I am, and this is a step that was just simply an error, and I'm just going to show you how easy it is to fix it. As I was styling the wig, I accidentally hit that braid on the left side and kind of like moved it, so it kind of messed up my ponytail. So I just went ahead and took a black band and removed the one that was on there and just put a fresh black rubber band on there. And as you guys can see, I didn't have to really brush it or like restyle it. It was already so smooth and perfect that you literally just replace the rubber band. And as I mentioned, they did give us the rubber band as well as those self-adhesive strips. I didn't use the self-adhesive strips because I did cut off the ear tabs, so I didn't think I needed them as much, but it's a great option to have, especially when I'm going to be out for a while, whether it's going out of town to party, to, you know, really just be out at the kids events and things like that where I may be sweating. I mean, just give you just a little bit of an extra oomph and an extra bit of hold on your wig. Here I am just going in to straighten the ends. Honestly, this also didn't make a huge difference. I did add a heat protectant, but the shine and the silkiness of the hair was already there, and it was already so smooth that honestly, even for the being in packaging and shipping, it didn't really have any like frizz or like bending to the straightness of it. Everything was already perfect, but again, I'm extra, so I just went over it to make sure that everything was super flawless. Also, don't forget the back whenever you are straightening your hair. And that is pretty much it, my loves. This was a Friday, headed to dance, and then, you know, going into the weekend. This definitely was the perfect weekend wig. Here is the packaging. Inside, they did include this pink dust bag that says Alipearl all over, a 2-pack of HD wig caps, a purple melt belt or baby hair brush. Do you call it a melt belt brush or a baby hair brush? And this is really cute. It's an Alipearl like compact mirror, and I love the queen on the opposite side. And they also included the melt belt, which we did use today, as well as those self-adhesive strips and the rubber bands I mentioned. And that is pretty much it. I love this wig. I love that it's easy, beginner friendly, and it already comes pre-styled to perfection. I got so many compliments in this wig so far, and I'm so excited to share her with everybody over the summer because everybody's gonna be like, where you got your wig? Where'd you get your wig? And I'm so excited to be like, Alipearl. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.